So behavior adjustment training is a protocol used for dogs with reactivity issues. Okay? That reactivity issue can be either fear-based, frustration-based, or what I call true aggression. So true aggression is, I want to get to that dog and destroy it. Fear is, please don't come any closer. I'm afraid of you, but I'm going to pretend to be a big bad dog. Conflict or frustration is conflict, meaning they're conflicted. I think he falls in that category. Now, of course, I'm just surmising. Meaning,
I feel like that's a fair...
Because you have told me that he used to be able to play with other dogs. So for whatever reason, could have to do with his adolescence, could have to do with the neutering. He's new home, so many new things. Right now, he's saying, I'm unsure. Okay? So that protocol, this behavior adjustment training, is used for all those issues. Okay? So what we do is we take an environmental pressure. You breathing? Okay. We take an environmental pressure that already exists in the dog. So his environmental pressure is seeing another dog, slightly seeing a person. Okay. And what we do is we teach him a new, good boy, yes, a new socially appropriate way of having his needs met. Right now, for whatever reason, yes, he's having his needs met by reacting. Okay. So what we do, I don't like that. What we do is we allow him to eliminate that stress he's feeling through natural means. Now that sounds pretty deep. So basically that means what we're demonstrating here today within this BAT setup. And here we are controlling all the variables. So this is why you can relax. Does that mean that he might not bark or lunge, especially because we're trying to figure out a few things? Indeed, he might. So we are controlling the distance from the dog, the helper dog. We're controlling whether that dog's moving. So we are controlling all the variables as opposed to when you're out for a walk. Okay? So what we do, the natural way of eliminating the stress is good boy, is we allow him to lead the dance. So by that I mean we allow him to approach and retreat from the trigger on his own. Now, does that mean we just allow him to do... Here, Rock. Fine. As a human, we become involved when he starts to make a wrong choice, when we see his body language change, or he starts to head directly toward the trigger. So heading directly toward the trigger can be very threatening, because dogs, when they communicate, really don't run at them. Some key points are, BAT is always choice-based. He always has it, he always has a choice whether he wants to participate. Okay? We use the process of desensitization, which means it's a gradual process. We're going to be ideally at a far enough distance from the helper that he is aware there's a dog, but he does not... Good boy, yes. He does not feel... He was coming to say hi. He does not feel the need to react.
Right.
Okay? There always has to be a means of escape for him. And, believe it or not, a means of escape for you. So by that I mean, if at any point you are not comfortable, do not feel that I am some sort of goddess and you can't... Exactly. You know your dog the best. Or if you're uncomfortable and you're thinking, this is not going well for him, you always have a voice and you have veto power. Same with my helper. She has veto power.
Yes, of course.
Okay?
So has her dog ever had issues, or is...
They are an ex-client.
Oh, perfect.
They are an ex-client. Yes. So, we have choice, we have the empowerment, we have desensitization, we have a means of escape, we have watching body language. Very, very, very important. We also have at the end of the session, you may find your dog is physically and mentally tired.
I'm expecting
right?
that.
Yeah. Okay.
He's a new, he does good in new environments, but they exhaust him.
Exactly.
So
Okay.
even just being here today would be enough to.
Exactly.
wear
Right.
him down.
And now he's, again, he's restless because we're sort of standing around, and some.
We were just
Yes, and that's why I've been sort of just periodically giving him treats, tossed a few to the ground. So what happens is, with the natural curiosity of the dog, this environment becomes a natural reinforcer.
Right.
So food does come into play, but we allow the environment to be the reward as much as possible. Because the more they can do it on their own, the better.